Boruto Manga Chapter 51 finally unveiled Hokage Naruto's new form. This form is very deadly, and according to Kurama, Naruto might die after the usage of this form. And obviously the chapter ended with a cliffhanger, so we don't exactly know what's the case going on here. But the obvious question is, what is exactly this form all about? What is this new form that we had not seen previously in Shippuden? And of course the theories are going wild on this regard. So hello and welcome to Undevising. My name is Soham and today we are going to talk about Naruto's new form, and I'll go over some of the major theories that are going on in the fandom, as well as I'll try to put my personal opinions and thoughts in this regard, because I have a particular theory in mind because of which I'm making this particular video. But as usual, if you're new here, then please consider subscribing to the channel since I do weekly anime and manga related content. Also, we're trying to hit 5,000 subscribers by the end of 2020. So a like and sub would be massively appreciated. As always, massive spoiler warnings for anime only viewers. You have been warned. With that being said, let's begin the video. Now obviously there are a lot of theories going on with regards to this particular new form, and I'll go over two major theories briefly. The first theory is that this is Naruto's Yin-Yang form. If you remember, in the original series, Kurama was divided into two parts by Minato, and after the war, the two parts were reunited into Naruto once again. And we already know that Kurama is probably the strongest among all the 9 Bijus, and with just one half of the Biju, Naruto was able to fight so much during the war. So now that he has the full potential of the Biju, this might be the true essence or true power of Kurama. And also the obvious statement here is that Naruto is a complete Jinchuriki, so he has complete mastery over this form right now. So this is a manifestation or something like that. The other theory is a bit different here. It goes back to the original plot of Naruto, where Naruto was actually a demon fox that had the ability to transform into a human child. If you have seen that or if you have read that, then you obviously know what I'm talking about. So according to this theory, this new form is basically a reference to something like that, and here Kurama and Naruto are somewhat able to combine and join themselves into this new form. And a major reason behind this form or this theory is that we saw in the manga panel that Kurama was also in a lot of pain while he was activating this form. This somewhat reminds me of Digimon Tamers. If you have seen that show, then you definitely know what I'm talking about. Basically, I'm referring to the Matrix evolution phenomenon, where a Digimon got the ability to fuse with its partner. Obviously, the case is a little different here, but you probably understand my point as to why this is a fused form of Naruto as well as Kurama. These two theories are pretty good, I'm not gonna lie about that, but I have a little different theory. And I really don't know whether this theory has been said in the fandom so far. I'm not sure about that, I've not looked it up online. This is something which struck me while I read the manga, and thus I decided to make this video right after that. So according to my personal opinion, I think this is an imperfect 10-tail Jinchuriki situation. I know it sounds a little crazy at first, but let me just explain this. So before understanding this form, we need to go back to the war arc. After the Yonbi situation, after the 4-tail situation, Naruto basically gets the powers of all the 9 Bijus. Obviously he had the powers of Kurama because he is the Jinchuriki of it, and he also previously got the powers from 8 tails. But for the rest of the 6 tails, Naruto got their powers or got their chakra by the handshake moment. That was a really awesome moment of Naruto Shippuden, and something which everyone remembers till date. And also that scene was very symbolic because we got to see the backstory of the Bijus as well, and everything in regards to the Rikudo Sennin as well. So that was a very emotional part of the series. But we have to remember the fact that Naruto gained the power or Naruto gained the chakra of all the 9-tailed beasts. That is something very important to note here. So according to my theory, here Kurama basically summons the remaining chakra of the 8 Bijus which were residing inside of Naruto for all these years. Obviously, all the 8 Bijus are not currently inside Naruto, they are all in their separate places throughout the entire world. 8 tails is obviously still inside B, but the rest of the 6 tails, they are still roaming around across the world. So they are physically not present inside of Naruto, but their essence or the chakra is still there. You cannot say that that chakra has vanished or something, because we know that chakra stays. It doesn't just vanishes, because we saw Minato appear after 16 years inside of Naruto. So we know that something like that happens. So I believe that Kurama had kept the powers of all the 8 Bijus just as a backup source or a contingency plan if something goes wrong. That is the reason why Kurama had not brought up this point up until this moment, because this is literally a life and death situation. And now I'll get into the point as to why this is a 10-tail situation. So we have to remember that the Biju or the tailed beast are basically chakra monsters that were derived from the original 10 tails. The Rikudo Sennin or the Sage of Six Path had divided this chakra when he became the Jinchuriki of the 10 tails, and he divided them into 9 separate entities. So what if, now that Naruto has access to all the 9 tails all together, when he utilizes all their powers in one get-go, he might become an imperfect, not a perfect version, but an imperfect version of the 10 tails Jinchuriki. Obviously he does not have the Gedo statue right now, and that is basically the husk of the 10 tails. So he doesn't need the 10 tails right now, but he needs the powers of the 8 remaining Biju. So combining the powers of all the 9 Bijus might give him the access to an incomplete version of the 10 tails. Which is why Kurama says that Naruto might die after this. Because we have to remember that this chakra reserve from the other 8 Bijus is limited. Once that chakra runs out, Naruto will probably run out of that Jinchuriki form, this 10-tail imperfect 10-tail Jinchuriki form. And we already know that after a Biju is extracted from a Jinchuriki, that Jinchuriki dies. That was the case with Obito and literally everyone else. So I hope you are understanding where I'm leading to all of this. Obviously a big question to my theory is that Naruto is not looking something like a 10-tail Jinchuriki. He does not have the scale-like appearance of Obito. But to that, I would like to say that Madara did not have a scaly appearance. He just had a pale skin. And that might not be properly shown in the manga, or that might not be properly implemented in the manga. Naruto already has fox-like ears. Obviously it's a bit different from the 10-tail Jinchuriki. The horn-like structures with Madara as well as Obito had. It's not the same, but it is somewhat similar. And again, I'm stressing on this fact again that this is not a perfect Jinchuriki. This is an imperfect version of the 10-tail Jinchuriki. This form of Naruto, this is a one-time only form, something that happens out of extreme dire situation. And that is the reason why Kurama says that Naruto will probably die after the usage of this form, because this is granting him a temporary 10-tail Jinchuriki status. An imperfect, temporary 10-tail Jinchuriki status. And after the chakra of the 8 remaining Bijus runs out, then Naruto will probably be dead because of the extraction of the Biju. Obviously, I still don't believe that Naruto will die technically after this arc. There might be a lot of shenanigans. Maybe Sasuke will use Rinne Rebirth or something other than that. But Naruto will definitely have a severe consequence of using this form. Maybe he will go comatose, or maybe he will develop the chakra illness. Something that I've discussed in a previous video already. But this is basically my theory in this particular regard. I think that an imperfect 10-tail Jinchuriki will be very much apt for this situation, and it will very well explain to us as to why we didn't get to see something like this in Shippuden as well. Because obviously that will be a question that literally everyone will ask. If Naruto had a form as strong as this, then why didn't he use it in the previous battles? Or why didn't he use it in Shippuden? So that might be an answer to all of this. And that is the reason why this is a life and death threatening situation according to Kurama. But once again, this is simply a theory. It might not be correct at all. I might be totally off. I might be totally wrong in this regard. But this is something which I wanted to share with you all, and I just want to hear the thoughts of you guys as well on this. So what are your thoughts in regards to this particular theory? Do you agree with it? Do you disagree with it? Please mention them in the comment section below. Moreover, if you have some specific theories of your own, then I'd love to hear them as well. Please mention them in the comment section below. So that's it for today guys, thank you so much for watching. Please give this video a thumbs up if you like it, share it with your friends and subscribe to the channel for more. This is Wonder Wisey and I'll see you soon in the next video.